I've never been the kind of person to believe in the supernatural. Ghost stories were just entertainment to me, something to laugh about with friends, not something to fear. But what happened to me last year changed everything. It started on a normal night. I had just moved into a new apartment, nothing fancy, just a small place close to work. Life was stressful, but manageable. I was pulling long hours, drinking too much coffee, skipping meals. I figured my body was just adjusting. That first night, I woke up and couldn't move. My eyes were open, but my body wouldn't respond. I tried to scream, but nothing came out, not even a whisper. Then, just as suddenly, I snapped out of it. I told myself it was just a dream. Sleep paralysis? People get it all the time, right? But it didn't stop. A few nights later, it happened again. Same thing. Frozen body, heavy chest, silence so loud it rang in my ears. But this time, I wasn't alone. Out of the corner of my room, I saw it, a shadow, watching me. At first, it was just a darker patch of darkness. But the longer I stared, the more it seemed to move. I tried everything. I left the lights on. I stayed up watching videos until I couldn't keep my eyes open. I even went to a doctor who told me it was stress and prescribed sleeping pills. But the pills only made it worse. Every night, the shadow came closer. First it stood in the corner, then it stood by the dresser. Then, one night, it was crouched at the end of my bed. It whispered my name. That was the first time I felt true fear. The kind that doesn't just sit in your chest, but crawls into your bones. The final night was the worst. I woke up to find the thing not at the end of my bed, but on it. Its knees pressed into the mattress, its face hovering inches above mine. Its eyes glowed faintly, and its grin stretched ear to ear. And then it spoke, not in a voice I heard with my ears, but in my head. "You belong to me." I tried to fight, but my body wouldn't move. My chest burned like it was being crushed. "No one can save you," it said. "You are mine." I thought I was dying. My vision blurred. My heart pounded so hard I thought it would burst. And then, a memory surfaced. When I was a kid, my grandmother used to pray with me at night. She always said, "When you're afraid, call on Jesus." I hadn't prayed in years. Honestly, I didn't even know if I believed anymore. But in that moment, I had nothing else. I tried to say his name, but my lips wouldn't move. It felt like they were sewn shut. I tried again. Nothing. And then, deep inside, I forced out a whisper, barely audible. "Jesus, help me." The reaction was immediate. The shadow screamed. It jerked back as if it had been burned. Light, warm, blinding light, poured into the room from nowhere. I felt the weight lift off my chest. I could move again. I sat up, gasping for air, tears streaming down my face. And then I heard it. A voice. Not loud, not booming. Gentle. Steady. "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10. And just like that, the shadow was gone. I haven't had sleep paralysis since that night. Some people will say it was just my brain finally snapping out of it. Others will say it was all in my head. But I know what I saw, I know what I felt, and I know who saved me. I started reading the Bible again. One verse that stays with me is this: "The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." John chapter 1, verse 5. If you're listening to this and you're struggling with fear, whether it's sleep paralysis or something else, I just want you to know this: darkness is real, but so is the light. And when you call on him, the darkness has no choice but to flee.